I went somewhere with my aunt. Let's say my aunt's name is Susan. So we went somewhere, and a little kid about 3 to 4 years old, she walked up to my aunt and she's like, "Hi, Susan." I was in shock. I was like, "Is that how they address older people here? I mean, this woman is old enough to be your grandmom." One of the foundational teachings parents have to teach their children is respect. We live in a world where this word is almost extinct, and we can't let that happen. Now, growing up in Nigeria, you're taught very early on respect. For instance, you're told to say good morning to every person, every older person that you encounter. So you hear in the mornings, "Good morning, auntie, good morning, uncle." And of course, we use uncle and auntie, not just for people you're related to, or but to older adults that are male and female. And so when I relocated in to the United States in 2006, I went somewhere with my aunt. Let's say my aunt's name is Susan. So we went somewhere, and a little kid about 3 to 4 years old, she walked up to my aunt and she's like, "Hi, Susan." I was in shock. I was like, "Is that how they address older people here? I mean, this woman is old enough to be your grandmom." Now, if our kids learn how to respect themselves, how to respect their parents, they will naturally transfer that way of life to people that they encounter on a daily basis. Now, take a look at this video.
New at 6 tonight, a Coweta County father tells deputies he confronted his son about having a gun in his pocket. And he says rather than turn it over, his son opened fire on him.
It was all caught on the family's home security camera, as you saw there. Fox 5's Doug Evans has more on the story now from Coweta County.
Deputies say the surveillance video starts with Mario Clark leaving his father's house, the father behind him pointing a weapon at his son. The father then flinches, ducks, and runs for cover after a shot is fired in his direction. Deputies say the family shootout started when the 26-year-old Mario Clark arrived at his father's house with a gun in his pocket, a gun his father did not want in his house.
So the dad saw the imprint of the gun, which is an outline of the gun, in the son's clothing, and father did not want any firearms at his residence or the son to be in possession of them, so he was trying to disarm his son.
Deputies say when Clark would not surrender the gun, the father retrieved his own weapon. Deputies say the video continues with Mario Clark running back into frame, sprinting toward his father and firing shots. They say the father returned fire in an obvious fight for his life. The father then called 911.
Our patrol deputies were able to make contact with the male outside of the residence and were able to detain him. He still had the firearm on him at that time.
Deputies say the father acted in self-defense and is not facing charges. Not so for his son. Mario Clark was booked in here to the Coweta County Jail on a charge of aggravated assault. In Coweta County, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Now, I see videos of children on social media, on the internet, videos of children either beating up their teachers at school, children disrespecting their parents. And sadly, the cycle will continue until someone takes a stand and says, "This is unacceptable. We can't keep living our lives like this." Now, if there is a culture of respect in a society, and if it's thoroughly and efficiently practiced, it's going to go a long way to reduce a lot of mayhem that's common in our society today. Now, what children don't know is that if they refuse to imbibe the act of respect, it's going to be a loss to them and they will be disadvantaged in life. Now, we can make a decision today as parents to practice teaching our children respect. Let's start with the home. When we get it at the home level, they will be able to take it out and it's going to make a difference in our world. Let's make a commitment today to make a difference one day at a time. Again, this is Judy.